So just come to a comfortable seated. So bring your leg to crisscross or anything that you feel comfortable. All right. And then just let your arms and your hands resting onto your side. So let's begin by finding your sitting bone. So really sensing that two bony parts connecting to the floor. And then through these two sitting bones, allowing this energy traveling up through your spine and towards the crown of your head. And relax your shoulder, relax your face, soften your jaw. And then slowly, gently, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then slowly, let's bring our hands together. Just rub your hands together where you want. And now you're gonna bring your hands to cover your eyes so that your heels of your hands at the above of your cheekbone. Allowing the hands cover your eyes and then gently bring your head a bit forward, leaning into your hands. So really allowing your eyes to rest. So lots of the time, we use our eyes to direct things and really using our eyes to do a lot of stuff and just allowing the eyes to rest and turning into the inner sensation. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Sending that warmth. All right, now slowly, gently, just allowing your hands start to travel. So first, maybe just touching your face. And just get a sense of the sculpture and the structure of your face. And if you like, you can do some pressing down and massage a bit. And to see where your hands wants to go. Maybe top of the head, feeling the hair and your scalp. Maybe to your ears. So just take a couple of deep breaths here. And take some time to connect. Allowing your hands to travel. All right, now slowly we're gonna keep going down to your neck area. Just allowing your hands to touch your neck and your throat. Then keep going down to the shoulders. Maybe give some stretching. Then let's keep going down to your chest. Maybe just doing some tapping as well. And just allowing the breath to let it go. Take a big inhale and exhale, letting go. And then just allowing your hands now resting on top of your chest. So just listening to the breath movement. One more last breath here. Connect to your heart. And then gently allowing your hands, let's keep traveling down to your rib cage. So to the center, your solar plexus. your stomach and spleen and liver. And just give a sense of, say hello, good morning to this part of your body. And also the floating ribs. And then just once more, like let your hands resting, maybe in the center or to the side, and just sense into that breath movement again. So inhalation, expanding into space, and exhale, condensing. And then gently, let's keep going down towards to your belly. Just gently touching your belly. Maybe make some circles here, allowing the breakfast to digest. And then once more, allow the hands to resting on top. Just once more again to sense the breath. And notice any sensations. Maybe there are some thoughts, feelings. Last one more deep breath here. Breathing in, expanding, and breathing out. Settling. And then let's keep going with our hands down to our legs. So sometimes maybe you can check, so without looking, how can I notice where my body is? So where's my hands and where's my feet? And then gently allowing your hands to traveling back towards to your pelvis, and then go to the back side. And now you're gonna gently bend forward tiny bit, opening up the back side of space for your kidney. Just let your head drop here. And then place your hands on top of your kidney. So right underneath the lungs, the backside of the lung there, and then underneath that, there's a space for the kidney. And breathing in, sending the energy there, and breathing out. Sensing the breath movement there. Very subtle and tiny. And then slowly, slowly, gently, that's coming back and allowing your hands back to the side. Just take a second here to notice. And then gently start to open your eyes, connecting to the space. Allow the lights to coming in. Then let's start to look to the back side of the space. So just notice the back side of the space. So give yourself a twist. So look behind you. And let's change to the other side. So just notice the space behind you. And now let's come up, look up towards your ceiling. So notice the space above you. And going down to see the space underneath you. And gently let's come back to the center, and let's transition onto our hands and knees. So first, just finding your hands and your knees, and now slowly gonna tap your toes under, sitting down to your heels, and now lift your pelvis high up. Let's come to your downward facing dog. So let's begin by just paddle through your feet up and down, gently. And you're gonna step forward, gently, gently, you're gonna walk towards to the front side of the mat. And allowing the upper body to hang here, resting. And then slowly, you're gonna bring your hands to the back side of your heels. And now slowly, you're gonna tracing the hands all the way up to come back and back to your kidney here. And slowly, slowly come up standing. You can open your feet a bit wider, so wider than your shoulders, and then micro bend your knees. Now you're gonna taking an inhale, reaching the chest up towards the sky. And now exhalation, stay there. Your next inhalation, move your arms into the back space. And you're gonna bring yourself all the way up, come up to stand. And now slowly, slowly, you're gonna start to roll down, melt down, and exhalation. Once more, opening up the back space. And now inhalation, you're gonna go up to halfway lift. And now exhalation, forward fold, you're gonna just letting go of your breath. And just let your head and upper body drop. And let your hands clamping down to the floor, and now stepping back to your downward facing dog. Now inhalation, knees down and look up to the sky, and exhale, sit down to your child pose. Slowly inhale, come forward, and now exhale, let your chest and chin go down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze your elbow next to the upper body. And exhalation, let's come up back to your downward facing dog again. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Slowly on your next inhalation, you're gonna look forward and now step or jump or walk towards the front side of the mat. And now slowly bring your hands again to your heels, and I'm gonna scan through the back side of your body and then coming back to your kidney. And now slowly bend your knees. We can widen your feet again and look up to the sky. Taking an inhale here and exhale. Inhalation, reaching your fingers into the back space. And now exhalation, you start to melting down from the top of the head, and with your fingertips go all the way down, back to the floor. Now inhalation, reaching from the chest, halfway lift. And now exhalation, forward fold. Just let it drop. Letting go all the tension. Now step back to your downward facing dog. And inhale, come back to your knees and look up to the sky. And exhale, sitting down to your child pose. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chest and chin. Inhalation, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now slowly, you're gonna step your right foot in between your hands. Let your left knee down to the floor. Both hands on top of your right knee. Make sure the right knee is on top of your right ankle. And now pressing into your right foot, into the space, and opening up the upper body to the back space. Stay here for one more breath. Relax your shoulder, soften your jaw. And now gently, gently, let's going back to the front again. And you're gonna walk your right foot to the outside and bring your both hands to the inside here. You're gonna start to circle your hip to one direction and changing to the other direction. And now you're gonna keep going with your pelvis behind. You're gonna sitting down. Now you're gonna pivot your left foot inside. So your left foot now is against to the inner side of your right groin. Inhalation here, right, both arms reaching up. And exhale, come forward fold. I'm gonna stay here for one more deep breath, letting go all the tension. Slowly on your next inhales, you're gonna moving out. You're gonna open your left arm behind you, so behind your left pelvis, and now you're gonna pushing your left hand and your left leg, reaching your pelvis up. Opening up the right side of the body. And I'm gonna keep going towards to your left side. Bring your both hands down. You're gonna transition to your pigeon. So let your left knee towards to your left wrist. Inhalation, chest lift. And exhale, forward fold. One more last deep breath here. So paying attention to the back side of your kidney here. So inhale, sending the breath there, giving the space, and exhalation, come dancing, allowing your kidney to dance. And now slowly on your next inhalation, press into your both hands, chest lift forward, tuck your back toes under, and now you're gonna transition back to your downward facing dog, the other side. So here you can flow through your vinyasa, inhale, moving forward, and exhale, lower down. Inhalation, baby cobra or upward facing. And exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. We're gonna go the other side. So now you're gonna step your left leg, left foot in between your hands. Drop your right knee. Both hands on top of your left leg. Press into your both hands, open up the chest. Keep pressing down with your left foot. One more deep breath here. And now your next exhalation, just come forward. Both hands onto the floor. You're gonna keep open, walking your left foot to the outside, both hands inside of your left foot, and start to draw a circle. And now you're gonna keep going with your right pelvis. So keep bending backwards and until you're sitting back down. And then now you let your right foot against inside of your left groin. Finding your both sitting bone, inhale, reaching both arms up. And exhalation, forward fold. And check if you're holding on any unnecessary tension. Just breathing out, softening, letting go. Slowly inhale, move your both arms up. Now you're gonna open your right arm behind your right pelvis and pushing down, open up the left side. Stretching out. Slowly, you're gonna keep going to your right side. Now you're gonna take your right knee towards to your right wrist. And come to the other side pigeon, taking an inhale here. And exhale, let's go forward fold. Slowly on your next, gently inhalation, coming back up. And tuck your back toes under. Transition back to your downward facing dog. Now you can bend your both knees, looking forward towards your hands. You can either step, jump, or walk towards to the front side of the mat. Now place your both hands again onto your heels. Slowly, slowly, you're gonna tracing up again. back to your kidney. And coming back up to standing. Now you're gonna join your both hands in front of your heart. Soften the knees, allowing everything to settle. Feet grounding down, head reaching out to the sky. Soften the jaw in your face. And now slowly you're gonna transition your weight to your right foot. Now your left foot is free. So sending your left foot behind and opening to your warrior two. Reaching out into the space. Now your next inhalation, open the arms, reaching up. Exhale, let's open to the other side. Inhale up. And exhale. Once more, breathing in. And breathing out. This time, breathing your both toes facing to the front profile. And now exhalation, open your both arms to the side. And now you're gonna keep going, bending forward, flat back. Let your hands touch into the back side of your leg and tracing down again towards your heels. You can bend your knees. Let your hands resting on the floor. Now slowly, on the next inhalation, let's walk to your right foot, the right side of your leg. Rotate yourself to the right. And bending to your right a few times and opening up the body to the side. And coming back again. And then gently let's switch to the other side and walking towards your left leg. The sensing, bending into your knees and opening up to the side. All right, and then slowly let's come back to the center. Now we're gonna keep going to your right side. So going to the right, and now you're gonna come down to your squat. So halfway squat here. Try to open your both knees away from each other. And now you're gonna go to the other side. So walk with using your hands to walk to the other side. And then that's sitting back down to the floor. So you're gonna open your knees widely to the side, finding your both sitting bone. All right, now you're gonna take your right knee in towards to your pelvis. Now you can use your hands pressing down, and now let your right foot and right lower leg going out. So your upper leg is rotate inward. Now sending out, coming back again into space. Let's go the other side. So left leg coming in. And now pushing both hands down. And let your lower leg go over to the back. And shift your way, open the hip. So if you don't need your hands to help, you can just take your leg in. And now reaching out. So knees coming in and now reaching out from the toes. And go all the way into the space and the other side. So taking in and reaching out. So if you are using your hands, then just take your leg in, both hands pressing down, and let your knees stay here. And the lower leg reaching out into the space and the other side. Just mobilize our hip joints. Our hip joint can do a circle and just reaching out into the space. All right. And now slowly let's go, come forward. So bending from the hip here, reaching out into the space. It doesn't matter how far you can go. And just intentionally sending the tailbone down, reaching out into the space from the front side. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Stretching the inner thigh. One more last deep breath here. And then slowly pressing your hands and then coming back up again. Now you're gonna close your legs. Let's come to the front side. And you're gonna take your both legs towards to your chest and just rock and roll onto your back. Massage your spine. And then slowly you're gonna come back to sitting again. Let's come to a bow pose. So finding your balance here. Activate your core. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And then slowly allowing to melt down back to the floor. Now slowly let yourself lie down onto your back. Arms next to your body, palm facing down, and feet underneath your sitting bone. Take an inhale here. Exhalation, slowly, you're gonna draw your belly in. Gently, you're gonna roll up to your bridge. Press your feet down, engage your legs. You can either stay up here, or you're gonna keep going with your arms underneath your back. Slowly, let's take a big inhale at the top. And open your arms back to the side. And now exhalation, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Coming back down to the floor. And let's just take a moment here. You can walk your feet to the outside, the mat, and let your knees touching together. You can place one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your heart. Just take a silent moment here to connect again. And gently, slowly, you can first just stretching out. Give yourself a long, deep breath stretch. And then gently you're gonna come to one side of your body, so turn yourself to one side. And then slowly pressing your hands down to the floor. Now slowly let's transition back to your sitting. So once you arrive back to sitting, once more finding your sitting bone, connecting to the floor. Relax the shoulder. And just take a last few seconds here. Notice any sensations or feelings, any thoughts, which is present at this moment. Then slowly I invite you to place your hands again, joining in front of your heart. So finding this centering sensation take a moment here, sending some gratitude towards yourself, your body, your practice, your time. Thank you very much for joining. Namaste.